Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationship advice channel. Yes, we're back at it again with the lowlife Ronald. This lowlife has been convicted for murder. Yes, he murdered his side chick and their baby that they had together. Why? Basically, because he didn't want to pay child support. That's just bottom line. All right, so we're gonna basically focus on now they're in the sentencing phase. I hope I'm saying right, sentencing phase, and that's dealing with him. Is he going to be considered to get the death penalty or not? So the jury has to decide this. So they've been showing certain things that was happening, during the week. And I wasn't going to watch it. I'm glad that Melanie, emailed me about something. And I was like, let me watch it. So I got to learn a little bit more about this low life. Yeah. So we're going to get back into this low life. So we're going to be basically focusing on day 2 of sentencing. This sexting. Oh my God. Sentencing sexting. This low life, and I hope I have it set up right. This low life was sexting to another woman, and it wasn't his wife, just before the same day, that murder, before he killed the side chick. Yeah, she's the side chick. And the baby. Isn't this crazy? This is insane. I think he has a sexual problem, you know what I mean? And he was showing his woodpecker, if you know what I'm talking about, a little wood stick. Sexting on the job. All right, let's start over. He's on the job working, right? He's sexting another woman that's not his wife, just before he kills the side chick, what he had planned that morning. It's just too much. All right, let's get into this. All right, so what you do, ladies and gentlemen, you make sure you hit the like button and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. If you need to reach me, look in the description. You will find my email address. If you have a viewer's request, or you have any questions, or you need coaching in dating, love, relationships, anything like that. All right, and we go from there. And why do I do trial stories and I do crimes? Because I use it as a teaching tool to help people to date smart and not thirsty. Because I feel at this trial, we could learn a lot from. A lot from. And I'm going to have a day that I'm just going to share my thoughts and opinions of, like what I think was happening behind the scenes. That what I learned from the trial. All right, so let's get it. Day 2. Oh, and what we do over here, when we do the recaps, we basically do it on the fastest speed. So the speed here is going to be 1.25. Now, what you do on your end, you hit the settings and you can slow down the speed to your liking, whatever's comfortable that you can understand everything. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. And I also noticed that Emmanuel popped up. Now, Emmanuel, I was hoping to see you, Emmanuel, the other day when I was talking about oh Lord, brain freeze, about that Kiki Palmer. I want to hear your thoughts on that one. But all right, good to see you here and good to see everybody who's in here. And let's get it. Don't forget, hit the like, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, and share on your social media. Help the sister out. Let's get it.
You may, I think
I apologize, I didn't say. This is the lead detective back on this, not lead investigator. Oh gosh, I forgot the name. The lead investigator, he's back on the stand. So he's going to be talking about these sexting, the text messages. Woo! Low life. Mr. Ronald, you're low life. You're done. Let's get to it.
yes, I think you got one in the other day. Again. Okay, I'm going to ask you, good afternoon, sir. I'm going to ask you again for your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Raimundo Dani Garcia.
Okay, is the mic on there in front of you?
Yes, Raimundo Dani Garcia.
Okay. And again, you're the lead investigator in the double homicide case against Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, we had already learned that as part of this investigation, you were able to have the phone of Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles dumped and analyzed.
Correct.
If you can tell the ladies, some of the jury, what sort of information were you able to extract from his phone in the form of communications?
Yes, we were able to extract phone calls, text messages, images, videos, and so forth.
Were you able to, as part of your investigation, extract information surrounding the text message activity of Ron?
Hey, Deb, and thank you for stopping by before you go to work. I'm glad that you're here, girl. Wasn't this crazy about these sextings, what he was doing just before he was going to kill? It's like no remorse. That lets you know he didn't care. He didn't care. His whole thing was, she was all about sex. She wanted to have a baby. I told her to have an abortion. She wouldn't do it. I don't care to be balded. I told her I didn't want to be balded. Then she sends me some papers talking about she wants child support. Oh, hell no. It doesn't work that way. I'm not paying no child support. I'm already married, got a family. This is crazy. This is crazy. And she was stalking him. Yeah, she was stalking him. There's a lot to this, a lot to it. Let's get back to it.
Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles at, or rephrase, before the murders, around the time of the murders, and after the murders.
Yes.
Okay. And in what specifically is in text messages, were you able to track his text messaging around that time?
Yes.
Tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, who, if anyone, was he texting in that period of time from the morning?
Okay, who else I had to see creep through here? Oh, Emmanuel. I don't know if you've been following with this, but oh, let me just show a picture. Let me just get Emmanuel, caught up. Emmanuel and I've been rocking for a minute here. Okay, this is the two victims. All right, so this lowlife met her online. They was having sex, hookups. No relationship. She gets pregnant. He tells her have an abortion. She's like, oh no, I'm not having one. Okay? I don't want to be bald with you. Don't want to be bald with the baby. I'm going on my life. So, all of a sudden he pops up out the blue after she sent him some papers for child support. But she been doing a little stalking, trying to find out who this guy was. See, this is the point I'm trying to say is, why are you sleeping with somebody you don't even know? He's giving you a fake name. You don't even know where he lives or nothing like that. Number one, in dating, if you're dating a person and they never welcome you to their house, oh yeah, they married or they have another person. Or if you pop up to their house without letting them know and they get a little agitated, act a little funny, oh yeah, they have another person in their life. That's number one. Everybody knows this. But, maybe deep down she thought having this baby, he'll change. He'll be for, because it's when we always think we're going to change a man, but it doesn't work that way. You can't do it. It just doesn't work. But all right, what else I was saying, Emmanuel? I don't know. Let's get back to it.
Up until the time of his arrest.
He was texting a female that was in his contacts.
Were you able to identify her? Were you able to identify her identity without saying her name?
Yes, we were.
I know I keep pausing, but we love you too, Nell Gigi, and thank you for being there, and I hope everything is good on your end. How's the studying going? All right, get back to it.
Okay, and did she also have a username?
Yes, she did.
And what letter did it start with?
It started with the letter Z.
Okay, and for the purposes of this trial, we're going to call her letter Z, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Anyone else he would have been having communications with surrounding before, during, or after the murders in this case?
Yes, he also had communications with his wife.
Okay, and what is her name?
Amy Burgos.
Amy Burgos, okay. Anybody from his employment?
Yes, supervisors.
Do you remember the name of the supervisor he was texting, or the last name?
I want to say Ali.
Ali?
Last name Ali.
Okay. And you found text messages to Ali?
Yes.
Okay. Or near the time of the murders, were there also images being sent back and forth?
Yes, they were.
Okay. And these images that were being sent back and forth, who were they being sent by?
The images were sent by Burgos and also the contact Z.
Objection. I believe this is
I'm trying to fast forward all the sound bar. That's why it's on mute because we can't even hear what they say up there. So I'm trying to fast forward so you can get back to talking. We can hear. So, give me a second here. I think I'm putting on the faster speed so they'll get to it.
Objections as stated at the bench, Your Honor. Objections overruled. It's admitted.
Now, within these text messages that have just been,
It's back.
You said that there was some photographs
Correct.
sent back and forth
Correct.
between
Burgos and Z.
Burgos and Z. I'm going to show you what's the mark that states Exhibit 559,
Yes.
560, and 561.
Yes, I've seen these before.
And where were these photos obtained?
And Burgos' phone, cell phone.
Do you have the same objections? You incorporate Ms. Shonneman's objections from earlier?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're offering?
I'm offering.
And you incorporate your argument as well?
Yes, 559, 560, 561. These are the photos from those text messages.
Taking into account all arguments of counsel in the case presented, of course. Your objections are overruled. They are admitted.
Okay. So I'm going to start here. 4/9/2018. That's UTC time. It'll be -5. It will be -5, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So what time would that be?
I'm sorry, I don't see where you're pointing to.
That'd be minus 5, 12 minus 5.
That would be 7:56
In the morning, correct?
in the morning a.m.
Okay, what does it say?
I'm at work, love you.
What does it say?
Amy.
And who is Amy?
Amy is Burgos' wife.
What does it say here?
Love you, babe.
Right? What does it say here?
That says, hey.
And that's from what? From who?
That is from Burgos to Z. Hey. What's up? To Z, who's that white boy Burton? Why he working with BP?
So this is Amy?
Yes. I'm in lane, babe. Oh no, did the soups talk shit because of the trade? That's from Alejandro Ali.
Who's Alejandro Ali?
Yeah, he's a supervisor of Burgos.
And what does he say?
He says call Vela at extension.
Here?
And that's a message from Z. Replying to the message earlier, he's enforcement. He got picked to do that detail. Why? This is from Burgos. Why not? Why not you? You could have been working. Whatever. It's to the supervisor Ali at 10-4.
Who put that 10-4 is from Burgos to Ali?
Yes. Not yet. I haven't seen any soups. I went straight to Lane. That's from Amy. And from Z, you got that detail too?
And just for the record, Burgos first reached out to Z that morning, correct?
Correct.
And what do we have here?
That is a message with an image sent at 8:40
8:40
a.m.
a.m. Now this is close to the time of the murders, correct?
That's correct.
And what is that image?
That image is of a female butt with underwear.
With underwear.
Yes.
You had said that that Burgos was sexting around the time of.
Objection, Your Honor. I don't think the witness ever said the same.
Well, let me ask you, based on the activity that you found here between Burgos and Z, what was that you recovered from Burgos is sent to Burgos from who?
That image was sent from Z to Burgos.
At what time was this image received?
I believe it was 8:40 a.m. approximately.
What was the last text or the last Snapchat from Griselda to Burgos?
It was at
sorry. We're gonna do this one more time. My internet went out. Can y'all hear me right now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me try to pull this back up again. I might have to rewind just a pinch, because this is very important that we hear these text messages. Let me know if you can hear me. Back just a pinch. Can you hear me before I start? Rewind it a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hopefully y'all can hear me. You can hear me. All right, let's get it.
He got picked to do that detail. Why? This is from Burgos. Why not? Why not you? You could have been working. Whatever. That's to the supervisor Ali, 10-4.
Who put that 10-4 is from Burgos to Ali?
Yes. Not yet. I haven't seen any soups. I went straight to Lane. That's from Amy. And from Z, you got that detail too?
And just for the record, Burgos first reached out to Z that morning, correct?
Correct.
And what do we have here?
That is a message with an image sent at 8:40
8:40
a.m.
a.m. Now this is close to the time of the murders, correct?
That's correct.
And what is that image?
That image is of a female butt with underwear.
With underwear.
Yes.
This is, you had said that that Burgos was sexting around the time of.
Objection, Your Honor. I don't think the witness ever said that.
Well, let me ask you, based on the activity that you found here between Burgos and Z, what was that? That you recovered from Burgos to sent to Burgos from who?
That image was sent from Z to Burgos.
At what time was this image received?
I believe it was 8:40 a.m. approximately.
What was the last text or the last Snapchat from Griselda to Burgos?
It was at 9:44 a.m.
That's an hour and 4 minutes before this.
That's correct.
What's the next communication?
That's a message to Z from Burgos. I'm not on the detail. I supervised them, but I could have worked with you.
Yeah, but what did this say here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, booty gains, ¿qué piensas? What do you think?
There's a couple of words mixed in here, Your Honor, when you get to the translator.
Yes, I'm gonna,
They're just,
He's on.
they're just sprinkled in. Is he
right,
ready?
as long as you say the Spanish, then she'll say things.
Okay, so 8:40 was the first.
Emmanuel, I want to reply what you said. He looks like he's angry at the very thought of being in the court. I think he has that look like, damn, excuse my language. I should have just did it another way and killed her. Why did I kill her this way? How did I thought this was going to work? No regrets, Emmanuel. No regrets, no remorse. He didn't want to pay. He didn't want the baby in the first place. Didn't want to be bothered, and he didn't want to pay child support. And Emmanuel, do you know that when she applied for child support and he got the notice, he asked to see the child, the baby. Now the baby's 18 months, pushing 20. He never wanted to see a child before, so she's all excited. She's gonna go over like, oh, the child needs to be around the father and da da da. Okay, so she goes to see him, And, you know, allegedly, we don't know for sure, whatever, but the baby, he injected the baby with something because she stepped away to the car to go get a little sippy cup with some snacks for the baby. Come back, the baby's hysterically crying. Can't understand why. So she cut the visit short. She goes home. Her sister's changing the diaper and trying to say, well, did you take him to go get shots? No. Well, what's this little stick mark in his leg? And ever since then, he couldn't walk. So at least basically for 2 weeks before this lowlife killed the mother and their child, for about 2 or 3 weeks before, that child suffered in pain and couldn't walk at all. And I see you, BG. Ooh, I see you, girl. Suffered before. And that's what bothers me the most about this. There's a lot of things that bother me about this. But that bothers me. That child suffered. So we don't know what he injected that child with. I think his goal was to kill that child so he didn't have to pay. But it didn't work out. Realized the child was still alive. So he was like, okay, plan B. I'll just kill them both. Just stab them to death. Low life piece of crap. Didn't want to pay child support. And girlfriend, people, stop messing with other people's, married people. She shouldn't have been messing with this man in the first place. Oh, Lord. Let's get back to it. We have to call it as it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We have to look at these things and see our fault and what we could have prevented from this happening. Poor angel. Resume.
Text from Z, and then what time is this at now?
That's at 8:42 a.m.
So 2 minutes later, Burgos responds to Z.
¿Por qué me mandas ese fake sabiendo que lo quiero? Ugh.
Why did you send me that fake knowing that I wanted?
At 8:42, correct?
That's correct.
This is from who to who?
That is from Z to Burgos.
What does it say?
So if I was there, you would have gone more often to supervise? And he responds, duh, I'd pair you up with me in the unit. And she responds, lies, you wouldn't do that. Burgos, whatever. And then from Z, I'm getting hot again, Gordis.
Daddy.
This text is from who?
The one that I just said?
No, this one I'm showing you.
The one with the image is from Burgos.
What time is this at?
That is 8:49 a.m.
At 8:49 a.m. Now we're inside the hour of 9:44, right?
Correct.
When Griselda's last text, correct?
Correct.
So we're now inside an hour. So stay to the 560. What is this?
It's an image of a crutch.
What's
It's also appears to be the green uniform of Border Patrol, without the utility belt, just the underbelt.
just the underbelly? And what time is this pick? This crotch pick sent?
I believe it was 8:40, approximately 8:40.
Well, the first one was 8:40. Which one would have been at?
Yeah, 8:49, 8:49 a.m.
Is there any text accompanying that pick?
Yes,
What is
it reads, thanks to your stupid pick, now I'm horny again.
that's the Burgos.
That's from Burgos.
Next one.
That's from Burgos also. From Z, que,
What?
and to Z, nada, me mojé y se me paró.
Nothing. I got wet and it got up.
And this is from Burgos to Z
Correct.
at
At 8:51 a.m.
What BG said? They sound like teens. That's that sexting. This is crazy. But somebody put in the comments, Deb, maybe you would know. The person that he was sexting, which we know wasn't his wife, that was a co-worker? She worked on the job too, correct? I was getting it right, hopefully. It's kind of hard to catch all of this stuff. So let me know. Somebody in the comment. We got another one on deck. And they go Jack. Hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses. So somebody let me know. Was that another co-worker? Oh, and also I found out that they're actually not divorced. Because I think the reason why they didn't get a divorce, because they told her she would have to testify, his wife. So I guess she didn't want to testify. But I'm going to also play another audio, not today. That'll be another day. But we're going to hear what the father have to say. And I think it's very interesting because the father gets into the childhood. This low-life childhood, I'm always fascinated about with people's childhood. You know, you go back, I like the psychological things. That's just me. His childhood and his mother. And this explains why he's the low-life he is. A sociopath. Yes, full-blown sociopath. What's that green crap coming out your darn sleeve? Your stupid old tattoos. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Continue here at
At 8:56 a.m.
8:56 a.m. This is from Hulahu.
From Z to Burgos, Saka Papi.
Your Honor, this is interpreter. Can that be repeated again? I didn't hear it.
Saka Papi.
Get it out, Papa. Daddy.
And that's one at
At 1:56 a.m. She responds untis. And
Tease.
yes, Burgos replies Sakamelo tu.
You take it out.
So now this is at 9:07 a.m. I'm going to the gym from Z.
what time is it here now?
9:08 a.m.
9:08 a.m. And this is from Hulahu.
This is to Z from Burgos.
And what does Burgos say?
Warm up on my dick. Hazte unos squats ahí.
Do some squats there.
Response?
Ahí, gordo.
Right there, fatty.
And then he replies at 9:21 a.m. question mark. Okay, no me des.
Okay, don't give it to me.
9:23 a.m. from Z to Burgos. Why you call and hang up? 9:24 a.m. To Z from Burgos. Because I realize you're just gonna deny me. So pa que me ilusiono con el fakey.
So why do I get my hopes up with the fake?
So 9:32 a.m. from Z to Burgos. Please, you confuse me with some other bitch. And he responds, question mark. So 9:39 a.m. from Z. Okay. Burgos responds at 9:39 a.m. Ya cállate, tease. Me dejaste con las ganotas otra vez.
Stop the tease. You left me with the wanting again.
Time is this?
So that's 9:39 a.m.
How close is that to 9:44?
It's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to 9:44.
We're still just getting near the dirt trail at this time.
Correct. Next is from yes.
Page 287. States Exhibit 556.
Okay, so that message is from Z at 12. Hermoso.
Let me back up over here. Do you see this over here?
Let her just get that translation.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna back up to the 451. What that is.
That should be 11:51 a.m.
What does it say?
It's a message from Rene Soup Alejandro, and it asks pictures and GPS when you get the chance.
This is already after the calls, the report.
Yes,
The dead body is already after.
correct.
You're already on scene.
I'm already on scene. Correct.
Burgos is on scene.
Correct. I'm sorry. Okay, it's 12 p.m. and it's a message from Burgos to Soup Alejandro. I didn't take picture and they are not letting me. At 12:01 to Z, Dine. I think she meant to say Dime. 5:01. I'm sorry. 12 p.m. to Z, Dime.
Tell me.
It's at 12:05 p.m. from Z. I miss you.
12:05 p.m. By this time, has Dominic's body been found?
Yes.
The crime scene is being processed?
No, correct. That's a correction. Dominic's body has not been found. It's an approximate time.
Okay. What's next at 12:05?
12:05 is from the supervisor, Rene Alejandro. Is the net cleared?
At 12:05.
To the supervisor, Alejandro. Clear it for me. From Rene Soup Alejandro. 10:04. And from Rene Soup Alejandro at 12:08 p.m. Second dead body found? Question mark. And at 12:09 p.m. to Supervisor Alejandro from Burgos. Yes.
Burgos is answering the supervisor that the second dead body, the body of the baby, has been found.
That's correct.
What happens next?
At 12:09 p.m. to Z.
I love my manual on the same page. What Emmanuel said, I knew it. Always seems to be the case with guys like that. Always. Why I listen intently when I meet new people when they describe their family relationship. Yup. You learn a lot. See, on this channel, like I said, it's educational. We trying to learn from it, right? And when I just show certain clips of these trials, I really like to pick trials that's dealing more focused on relationships. That's what my channel's about. It's just about relationships, to date smart and not thirsty, to learn the signs of toxic people, narcissist people, sociopath people, psychopaths, histrionics, borderline personality disorder, the whole cluster B personality disorders. All right. No, I'm not a psychologist. No, I don't have no degree in this stuff like this, but I do have common sense, and I have did a lot, reading on this and research, right? And unfortunately, personal experience, So that's why I was interested, because at first I almost didn't listen. I almost wasn't gonna even watch the the second phase, because it's dealing with him going and getting the death penalty, but I didn't know more stuff was gonna come out, and I just happened to listen to the father. And then at first, the father sounded like he's supporting his son. I said, oh, we got another enabler. Y'all know on the channel, I can't stand enablers. So then I'm listening. He started getting more into the childhood, which I will play that one. And I was like, this explains why he is the way he is. We are what we are. We learn from our childhood. I mean, sometimes we could be opposite, but then sometimes we not. Making sense, but we'll get into that one. but it was very interesting, Emmanuel. You'll enjoy it. I think everybody else too. All right, let's get back to it.
I miss you. I miss you too.
Who sends that message?
Burgos.
And after that message,
From Rene Sup Alejandro, 10-4, responding to his previous message. It's 12:12 p.m. and this message is from Z to Burgos. I mean it. 12:12 p.m. Rene Sup Alejandro, send me coordinates for the second body, for the second subject. (12:13 p.m.) This is a message from Burgos to Sup Alejandro. Scene is secured. They don't let us contaminate. 12:13 to Rene Sup Alejandro. A correction from Rene Sup Alejandro. Cool. And at 12:14, Burgos to Z. Yo a ti.
Me to you.
12:15 p.m. To Z. Question mark. And 12:18 to 12:18 p.m. From Z. Question mark. So message at 12:22 p.m. from Rene Sup Alejandro. Were they wearing clothes that look like IA? Question mark. I believe it's illegal aliens. From Rene Sup Alejandro, was their clothes wet? Question mark. And Burgos responds to Sup Alejandro, hard to tell, stand by. PD is saying she might be USC.
what's the USC?
United States citizen. This is a message from Rene Sup Alejandro, 10-4. This is at 12:45 p.m. From Uribe supervisor. Ronald, who from BP was on scene and how many were on scene prior to PD declaring it a crime? Is there a case number we can get from PD? And Burgos responds, Burgos, Lara, Dennison, Herndon, Smith, and Victor Barbarena from Intel. Only me, Lara, and Smith arrived on scene first. And this is from Uribe Sup at 12:49 p.m. Have all agents departed the declared crime scene? And at 12:51 p.m., Sup Padilla sends a message. Pics? Question mark. Can't see.
Mr. Your vote? Oh,
From Sup Padilla at 12:51. I mean for me.
By this time, he's already communicated to Supervisor Padilla, Supervisor Ali, and Supervisor Uribe.
Correct. 12:52 p.m. to Uribe Sup. Not yet. PD taking statements. Then he gives our case number, PD case number 8810. And this is from Rene Sup Alejandro at 12:59 p.m. 10:18.
You know what 1018 means?
Not from the Border Patrol. And at 12:59 p.m. to Sup Alejandro, PD case number 8810. At 1:00 p.m. from Rene Sup Alejandro, 10-4. At 1 from Uribe Sup, 10-4, thanks. And then at 1:12 p.m. To Amy, there's a nasty situation, just so you know, I'm busy. I'll let you know once I get home. Amy responds at 1:35 p.m. Okay. At 1:36 p.m. from Z, ¿Cómo se mira mi popis?
How does my, I'm sorry, did you say pompis?
Yes, I believe he meant to put pompis.
How does my butt look?
Publishing 561. 561 is the image, is the text message.
Correct.
And this is at what time?
That was at 1:37 p.m.
Where are you at the point of your investigation at 1:37?
1:37. I would just say that is getting close to the time that he's detained.
I'm gonna approach the witness. This has been introduced already as State's Exhibit 90. Or the activity report. Does your report indicate when Burgos was taken into, or when he was detained?
It should. Yes.
At what time is he detained?
I mean, without looking at this, I could tell you it was at approximately 1:57.
At 1:57. Okay. This text was at 1:36.
That's correct.
19 minutes before he's detained.
Correct.
What about this?
That's 1:38 p.m. to Z from Burgos. Dame.
Give me.
That's 1:52 p.m. from Uribe Soup. Please advise agents of peer support should they need it. This includes yourself. That's a message to Rene Soup Alejandro, LPD Detective Ray Garcia, office number, cell number, taking over scene.
That's you?
That's me.
You're taking over the scene. This is at what time?
That should be at 5 p.m.
Go ahead.
That's
Well, sorry, but Mr. Alanis,
Yes.
approach please.
Yes.
Now, at any point in time during this investigation, did you all interview Mr. Burgos' wife?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and what day was that interview done?
On that same day on April 9th, 2018.
Okay. Was it in the afternoon or the evening?
It would have been in the evening.
Okay. Did you get to observe Miss Amy Burgos' interview?
Yes, I reviewed the interview.
Yeah.
When she was interviewed, what was her emotional state? Was she advised of the murders?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. This is hearsay, there's confrontation problems. The witness has already said, as I understand it, he did not personally even do the.
Right.
I'm asking him if he observed the interview.
Observed it. We're not, approach us to anticipate rebuttal.
Sure.
That way we can.
And Melvia, thank you for the kind, beautiful words. That really means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. And they forever going up to the bar. Okay. Just, I guess I can get back to it. Okay.
Was Amy Burgos brought in?
Yes.
What was her demeanor and her reaction to what happened?
Wait, without telling.
Yeah, without telling me what she said, I just want to know what was her demeanor and her reaction.
I would say she was in a state of shock and disbelief. She even cried during the interview.
Okay. Did you all, as part of your investigation, conduct a search of Mr. Burgos' home?
Yes, we did.
And did you all take photographs inside his house?
Yes.
Yeah, approach you.
If I'm correct, this is the one they're going to show the holes in the wall, right? Or is it the other live stream going to do? No, I think this is it, the one with the pictures. If I'm correct, this is the one they're going to show the holes in the walls of their place. And basically showing that this man has a temper. Yeah, your childhood, your mother messed you up. She messed your future up.
562, 563, 564, 565, 566, and 567.
Yes, I've seen these before.
And do these pictures accurately depict what's contained within them?
Yes, they do.
And this location is Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles.
Residents.
Yes, it is. Okay, I'm on point. I'm on point.
We went on that day, April 9th, 2018.
Maintaining our prior objection.
With regard to the interview,
Yes, Your Honor.
not sure which.
I had to pause. That's very important. Nell Gigi said, did you see on the video when he was belligerent to his son? Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's this one. I think it was the one I'm going to do my next live stream on Sunday, tomorrow. If I'm correct, that was day 4. And hopefully I have to go back and look because, wait a minute, this is day 2, right? We're doing day 2. It was day 3. And don't you remember, Nell Gigi? I don't know if you watching on Law and Crime, right? I was watching Carrie Moody's, but she had stopped doing the daytime, streaming in the daytime. So I'm watching on Law and Crime, right? And as I'm watching Law and Crime, don't you remember they got rid of day 3? And BG told me, and BG was like, well, where's day 3 at? It's gone. I couldn't understand what she was talking about. I looked back, they got rid of it, but they re-upload again. And I have to it's tomorrow's live stream. I have the strange feeling they might have got rid of it because they probably edit that. But there's another news channel that's streaming this too live. So I'm going to see if I can find it because I wanted to kind of post that one so you can see the monster that this guy is. He's a true monster. And basically, if you look at that Nell Gigi, and he was doing the same thing, basically, like the way his mother was treating him. You see how it goes? It's either you're going to, when you raise in a toxic family, right? Either you're going to follow the footsteps or you're going to be a total opposite. One or the other. Or you're going to end up dating somebody who's like that toxic family member in your life. So you're going to be a codependent. It's just the family dynamics. His mother messed him up. Now look at him. He going to jail for life. He's done. She's going to be living her life. She don't care. But she'll never admit that she did anything wrong to her son. Not at all. You destroyed him. Look at him. Yep, she destroyed his whole life. Girl, I hope I can find it. I'm going to do some more research to find out if it's in that day 3 because they might have cut that out. I was a little surprised it even showed that in court with that baby crying like that. I was very surprised because even when they did with the Letitia Starks, right? They didn't even show. We just heard, right? It was just the audio. Just the audio. But every state is different. Everybody has different laws. We don't know. And every judge is different. Go from there. And anybody who's coming in here, please hit the like. Hit the like. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions. If you just want to sit back and listen, you don't want to engage, no problem. Okay, here we go. What Nell did you see? They deleted one day to edit because the prosecution accidentally released a number of the number of the woman that he was texting. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay, so that's why I thought it was because of that one. Oh, okay. They accidentally released a number. Okay. And unfortunately, somebody always going to get, once you put stuff online, you think you can get deleted. Somebody else got it. Somebody's uploading it. So was that day 3 though with the baby? Let me know, Nell Gigi. Let me know. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. And please do not forget to hit that like and share on your social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the heck you got. Share it out there. Donna, I watch Grizzly True Crime. Yeah, I peep her too sometimes. Grizzly True Crimes live during the trial. She does an awesome job. Yes, she does. Oh my gosh. And she got a whole different time zone. She's up to midnight doing this. God bless her. God bless her. Now, like I said, she streams that in the day, right, Deb? So, she has the whole thing. I'm just saying, for example, I'm not saying, just saying when people streaming it and they have recorded. So even though you try to edit stuff, it's still out there. It still is. Unfortunately, it's still out there. It is what it is. I do too, Deb. She's awesome. Yeah, she's on point. But I used to hang at Carrie Moody's channel because I love the way she breaks down the commentary too. But she had stopped doing it. But she did a phenomenal job when she was streaming the Letitia, what am I calling her that? Satan's daughter trial. So I hang out over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to it. Oh, wait a minute. And the manual said like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to participate in the poll. I'm glad you said that. Let's read the poll right now since I took a pause here. Let's read the poll. All right, so the poll we have right here. Thank you, Manuel. We have 15 votes. Do you think the lowlife will get the death penalty? Dun, 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 dun. 40% says, of course. 47% says no, life in prison. 13% says, not sure. We will see. We will see. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, it was his wife's number? Oh. Oh, she's already getting calls. Darn it. Thank you for sharing that. All right, let's get back to it. See what this lowlife did when he do stuff like this? How it affects other people? I know that when she take those kids to school, they probably say your daddy's a murderer, your daddy's a murderer, your daddy and he kills babies, he's a baby killer. This lowlife. And it all started from your mama. Damn it. Excuse me, I don't need to be cursing. We're not supposed to be cursing over here. I just get passionate about this stuff. You know, you really can really mess up your children's heads. You can mess up their whole future. Now, on the flip side, you could be an awesome, phenomenal parent, loving, raise them in the church house, you know, nurturing, supportive. But unfortunately, you had Satan's son. You had Satan's daughter. So you didn't do nothing wrong. They were just born evil. It is what it is. So don't fault yourself. So to those parents, I know it's hard. You think it's something wrong with you. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do wrong? You didn't do nothing wrong. You just had a bad apple. All right, let's get back to it.
I believe we had a hearing pre-trial.
I'm still trying to remember what your prior objections was. I don't remember those photos in pre-trial. Yes, please.
Back to the bench again. Oh, yeah, we can get into the pictures. Let me just fast forward this part while they at the bench, and then we're gonna get into the pictures of him busting holes in the wall. We know he was hitting on his wife. We know that. Cheat. All right, get back to it. All right, now they're going to the house. Pictures.
It's a messy house, and around the walls there are several damages, just from experience caused by a fist.
Exhibit 563. Five what? 563. Exhibit 564. Exhibit 565. Exhibit 567. What is this over here, officer?
It's damage to the door.
As part of your investigation, were you able to determine if Mr., and this has been covered, but that, was he in possession of child support documents?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how many mailbox keys were found on Mr. Burgos?
Yes. Just one mailbox key that we found in his wallet.
Do you know who that key belonged to? If you know.
Um,
If you know.
Yeah, it was a mailbox key that we later released to the wife, so I would say it would belong to the family.
Now, as part of your investigation, did you obtain any videos from Mr. Burgos' phone the night before going into past midnight before the murders?
Can you say the question?
You dumped Burgos' phone?
Yes,
Correct?
yes,
Um, his activities the morning of or the night before the murders?
yes,
Were there any videos of himself in his phone?
yes.
If there
Well,
were-
not on the phone. On his Snapchat.
Okay, on his Snapchat. Okay. I'm gonna show you if I can approach you on it. And the Snapchat was also downloaded, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm gonna show you what's been marked exhibit 562. And I'm gonna show you what's been marked as case exhibit 557. Ask you if you recognize that USB.
Is that number correct? I think you got 562 already. You might want to.
Yeah, those are my initials. Yes,
One
I
second,
recognize.
one
I'm sorry.
second.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this was pre-labeled, so I'll re-mark it with a new number. That would be now 568. Thank you, and I apologize for that. I'll show you now what's been marked as 568. You recognize that?
Yes,
What is it?
it's the data for that video that's in that USB.
And you were saying this USB, you recognize it,
Yes, I do.
and you viewed it?
I viewed it.
How do you know?
It has my initials on it.
We're gonna offer 557 and 568.
And 567 is 568 is the thumb drive.
Yes, it's under, and 568 is
Just maybe briefly approach.
Oh, 568 is the one going in front of it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Who just creeped through the back door, Francine, and blessings to you, beautiful. And thank you so much for the blessing. And blessings to you. I hope all is well with you. How you doing? How you doing? You been following this trial too? Have you been following it? This is insane. All right, let's get back. I'm going to fast forward. Let me see how much more. Because I know they're going to go to lunch. Yeah, they still have to stand for long. Okay. Yeah, let me play a little music here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me figure out the fast forwarding here. 'Cause I think this is when they're gonna talk. They're just gonna go to lunch. Yeah, this is when they go to lunch. Okay, there you go, cutie pie. That lead detective is a cutie pie, we gotta admit. Oh, this is the one with the baby. Oh gosh, it's this one. It's this one.
I'm aware. You proceed, so, the objection is overruled, and 558 has been admitted.
So just to refresh the brief memory here, just to refresh our memories before the break, we were, I was asking you.
Okay, I have to say, I'm going to give a trigger warning right now. This might be too much to see what about the baby, because that's just going to come up. I thought it was the next one. I do trigger warning, now I see it's on this one. So if anybody needs to leave, I completely understand if you don't want to stay for it, because it's going to end with that one and then close. I think it's about another 10 more minutes of this live stream, 15 minutes the most. Whatever, so if you need to leave, I completely understand. It might be too much, might give you flashbacks. People don't want to see stuff like this that happen to, children, which is understandable. I completely understand. So, if you need to leave, I understand. And thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging. All right, let's get back to it.
That in the investigation of your case and in investigating his phone, that you have found a video of him with his children.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 558. It's already been admitted. Recognize this video. It's USB.
Yes.
Okay. Permission to publish, Your Honor.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, I said. Shut up. What are you crying for? You dramatic little shit.
This man is going to hell in a handbasket. And look at the other child that's sitting in the back. He's not responding. That lets me know this is normal routine here. All right, let's get back to it.
Go to bed.
That's enough, guys.
Did you identify whose voice that is?
Yes.
Whose voice is that?
It's the voice of Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles.
Who else is in the video?
It is his toddler son.
Objection, Your Honor. What's the basis of the knowledge?
Well, if you know.
Nail Gigi and Deb. So he recorded this and had this in his phone? Help me to understand it. Something's seriously wrong with him. Well, we know why. Your dad told us all. Reason.
That's it, Your Honor. No further questions.
All right. That's the witness and pass. Any questions?
Good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon.
Now, you've testified now 2 times to this jury. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you testified today and last time that you did a phone dump of Ronald Burgos-Aviles' phone. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you recovered a lot of items during that phone dump.
Correct.
Okay. And you got a search warrant in order to take control and possession of that phone, correct?
Controlled possession, search warrant?
Yes, sir.
For the dump?
Well, you got a search warrant in order to search.
Yes. In order to search the phone, yes.
Okay. And I could just have. I think it's States Exhibit 559. Is it still?
559, 558, everything's in place over here. That's 558? Was there 559? Yes. Okay. Photo.
And I said 559, but I believe this is the exhibit 556 that Mr. Alanis went over with you of Mr. Burgos-Aviles' text messages. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you obtained that search warrant to take possession and search Mr. Burgos-Aviles' phone on April 10th, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That's the day after the murders. Is that correct?
That's the day after the murders, yes.
And I want to
There you go.
I'm sorry, I struggle with Okay, and on direct examination with Mr. Alanis, he directed your attention to this text message, which was to Renee Alejandro, the supervisor of Mr. Burgos-Aviles, correct?
Correct.
And it indicates LPD Detective Ray Garcia, and then gives an office number, a cell phone number, and says, taken over scene, correct?
That's correct.
And that is, you are Detective Raimundo Garcia, correct?
That's correct.
And I believe you said on direct examination that that was you texting from Mr. Burgos-Aviles' phone. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct.
Okay. Well, who was texting? Now I want to look at the time is UTC 9:25, so that means it's 4:25 p.m. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Now you're not telling this jury that it was Mr. Burgos-Aviles who was texting from his phone at 4:25 p.m. Are you?
No, I'm not, no.
So, well, do you know who it was who was texting from Mr. Burgos-Aviles' phone at 4:25 p.m.?
I don't, no.
Because I believe, if I remember correctly, you said that Mr. Burgos-Aviles was taken into custody a little before 2 p.m. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So at the time this text message was sent, he was at the police station in the video that we watched with Detective Reyes, correct?
That's correct.
So I think it's safe to infer then, sir, that it was not Mr. Burgos-Aviles who sent to his supervisor your name, your phone number, and your cell phone number, and indicated that you had taken over the scene, correct?
That's correct.
But you don't know who that was, right?
I don't know who that was.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I jumped a little early. Now, I said that that's 4:25 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And what date is that, sir?
That's April 9th, 2018.
Okay. So, and again, you said that you obtained the search warrant on April 10th. Did I understand that correctly?
That's correct.
Okay, so it's clear that prior to you obtaining the search warrant on April 10th, that someone had taken Mr. Burgos-Aviles' phone at that time and were texting his supervisor your name and your information, correct?
I object to speculation. He said he didn't know. He doesn't know.
Overall, let's answer your question.
Yes, can you repeat the question, Mr. Rogers?
Well, prior to you obtaining the search warrant, and while Mr. Burgos-Aviles was in custody, you don't know who was texting his supervisor your name and your contact
Yes,
information.
that's correct.
Now, you had previously testified, I believe, at the first phase, the guilt phase, about Facebook messages that you obtained in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the district attorney went through and selected many Facebook messages with you and highlighted them with you. Is that correct? You remember that?
Yes.
And it was the district attorney who selected which Facebook messages he wanted to discuss and show this jury. You remember that?
If he was pointing at the messages, yes.
Okay. Now, I am marking this as Defendant's Exhibit number 10. 10. Yes. And you recognize that as a page from the Facebook messages that you extracted or that you dumped from Ronald Burgos-Aviles?
Yes, correct.
Correct? Okay. And that's a fair and accurate representation of a page of those Facebook messages?
If you're saying that it's from the Facebook, it is. I recognize some of those messages,
Okay.
yes.
And so,
Any objection?
It's accurate. It's accurate.
No objection.
No objection. It's accurate.
Admitted.
may I publish to the jury, Your Honor?
You may.
And, sir, in fact, during our guilt phase, the district attorney, I believe, referred you to this specific message from March 26th, and then the UTC time is, it's March 26th, UTC time is close to 1 a.m., which makes it about what time, Laredo, sir?
Laredo, it would be 11, 10, 9, 8,
It's not
7,
fair. It's
7,
about 8 o'clock, right? 7:56?
7:48.
7:48.
The next, the previous day, March 25th.
March 25th, the same day as the visit to the Winfield Park, which you discussed previously, correct?
Correct.
It was the day that Dominic suffered an injury on his leg.
That's correct.
And from your understanding, Dominic was taken to the hospital that day, correct?
That's correct.
And the district attorney asked you about this message, saying, you know he can get necrosis, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the district attorney, I want to make sure everyone can see this, and that was from what you have identified as Ronald Burgos-Aviles' Facebook account, right? Roro Abbey?
Correct.
Okay. Now, the district attorney did not ask you about two messages above from March 25th, and that time is about what time, sir?
It's 7:53.
I'm going to object. That's mischaracterization. He read all the messages, Your Honor. I don't know. But he,
Overall, the jury will, I'm sorry, it's cross-examination, so we'll take it.
So at this message, at about 7:53, the day of the injury, it's actually Mr. Burgos-Aviles who indicates that Griselda should take Dominic to San Antonio. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
It says, and it's from Roro Abbey, right, you should take him to SA, and you understand SA to be San Antonio, correct?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, or something tomorrow, right? So it was Mr. Burgos-Aviles who was suggesting that she take Dominic to San Antonio, and it was the same day of the incident.
That's correct.
Okay, he said you should take him tomorrow. Now, from we understand in your investigation of the timeline, this is when it seems as if Griselda is messaging on Facebook with Ronald Burgos-Aviles from the Bad Bunny concert. Is that right?
From here?
Well, I mean, from the time and the date. It's before 8 p.m. on March 25th, correct?
I remember, yes, there was mention of a Bad Bunny concert. Yes.
Okay. And so, Mr. Burgos-Aviles, who is convicted on March 25th, the same day it happened, actually suggests that Dominic be taken to San Antonio. We
Yes.
established that, yes, sir.
Mhm.
And then he actually warns her about necrosis. Isn't that right, sir?
That's correct.
And you were the lead attorney on this big and important case. The lead attorney, I apologize.
Yes, I was the
You were
lead
the lead detective
investigator,
on
yes.
this, investigator on this big and important case. And you worked in the CAPERS, which is the Crimes Against Persons unit. Is that
Yes,
correct?
that's correct.
That's an important unit, correct?
Correct.
And you've worked a lot of cases. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, you have heard the state's theory that Mr. Burgos-Aviles. You can see my question. Now, you have heard the state's theory that Mr. Burgos-Aviles injected Dominic with something on March 25th, correct?
Correct.
Now, having worked so many cases and crimes against persons, have you heard of a time where the person who assaulted someone said they should go to the doctor and then gave them a hint about what it was they were poisoned by?
I've had cases where people get assaulted and they say you better go get that.
Yes, that's possible if you're dealing with a sociopath or a psychopath. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's possible. Let's get back to it.
That checked.
Well, if someone was trying to get away with poisoning someone, would they direct them to something to cure them and tell them where they should go to get cured?
Yeah, I guess so.
I apologize, you guess so? What does that mean, sir? I'm sorry.
So, it is possible.
Now, you've also heard the state's theory that and he's convicted. So I understand these are, there's a bigger picture here.
Yep.
But you've heard the state's theory that Mr. Ronald Burgos-Aviles told Griselda that his name was Anthony, correct? Or that she knew him by Anthony.
Yes.
Okay. Now, these messages, the author is Roro, correct?
That's correct.
Now, you wouldn't assume that Roro is a nickname for Anthony, would you?
No.
Okay. Roro would be a nickname for Ronald, correct? More
Yes,
likely.
more than likely, yes.
Okay. Now, you testified on direct examination, I believe today, about recovering child support papers that Griselda filed against Mr. Ronald Burgos-Aviles, correct?
That's correct.
Now, those papers were filed February 1st of 2018, correct?
Yeah, February 9th.
Okay. Well, are you sure it's February 9th, sir?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I believe, and again, I recognize that this is not the bigger picture. He's convicted.
Mhm.
And I believe this is, I'm marking this as Defendant's Exhibit 11. Yes, I do. And officer, you recognize Defendant's Exhibit 11, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's the cover page to the application that Griselda Hernandez filed against Ronald Burgos-Aviles, correct?
I don't know if it's the cover page, but it's definitely one of the pages.
Okay, and sir, if I could direct, you've seen that document before, correct?
Correct.
Matter of fact, it's in evidence as part of the state's case, correct?
Correct.
And there's a date in that lower right-hand corner, correct?
That's correct.
And what does that date say?
It says February 1st,
Okay,
2018.
All right, and so that was a long way to go. So did Griselda Hernandez apply for child support on February 1st or February 9th, sir?
This is an application that she filled out, and she dated it February 1st, 2018.
Okay, and on that application, she indicates the father of Dominic's name is what?
Ronald A. Burgos-Aviles.
Okay, so we know that on February 1st, 2018, right? So more than 2 months before she's murdered, she knows Ronald Anthony Burgos-Aviles' full name as Ronald, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And like I said, I know that this isn't the big picture, and so I thank you for your patience. Do you have, yeah.
wanting to make sure I try and give some time to one of you all that needs to get to somewhere. I want to go ahead and cut off for the day. So,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the low life right now. I just wanted to play the text messages and the little angel. Basically, you realize that when he was gonna kill her, he didn't care. He just living his life like it's nothing. I think this man's a psychopath too. Has he been checked for this kind of stuff to see? He should have been evaluated for this. Because he has all the signs. All the signs. Alright, so tomorrow I'm going to have another live stream. If y'all can make it and can't, I understand. Watch a replay, whatever you like to do. And I appreciate whatever you do. But tomorrow... Oh gosh, what am I showing tomorrow? Oh yeah, the jail calls. Very interesting, the jail calls. We got to get into that. How he talks to his wife. How he talks to his mother. And how he talks to his other woman. This is crazy. This is insane. Alright, so I'll just be showing that clip for tomorrow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging. And thank you for sharing that, Melvia. You know, thank you for sharing that. And also, like I said, Monday or Tuesday, I'll show with the clip with the father. I'm just basically focusing on more of the relationship dynamics of this whole trial. Like I said, my channel, you know, is about dating, love, relationship, toxic relationships, and stuff like that. So that's why I show those certain clips I want to focus on. But I thought it was very interesting with the father, and I'm glad. And Melanie, thank you for, you know, talking about, you know, am I watching the phase 2? Because I wasn't going to watch it. I wasn't even going to bother, but I'm glad I did, so I got to hear the father. And at first, I thought the father was going to be like, oh, my son is a good kid. No, not him, not him, or whatever. But then when I finally listened to it, I said, wait a minute. He's talking about the childhood, so this explains everything. I guess he's, my opinions, but I have to listen to it again. But it's like, I think he's just shocked. He's like, I just don't understand. But we understand. The mother did so much damage. So much damage. You talk about how his wife. Wait a minute. Alright, Melanie said, can we also talk about how his wife still talks to him? So with the jail calls, so they still in communication? Is that what you're saying? Because I listened to some of it. And I know they was getting into the dates and times, and I thought she kind of fell off. Is that what you're saying, Melanie? Because we could talk about that. I would love to get into that one. Because if she's still, you know, talking to him after this, first I would never even talk to him. But if you still talking to him, she sounds like she's a codependent. Oh, she is. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that one. All right, Mel, did you reply back to my emails to let me know what to do, and we can go from there. But yes, we can get into that one. You can share your thoughts on that one too. Let me know. She still loves. BG was saying that too. God, dog. She's a codependent. This is so messed up in so many ways. Oh, prayers to her. I can't do it. I can't support no cheating ass person. That's just not happening. And then you sat there and killed the woman and killed the kid? I will. Let's do a test. All right, awesome. Okay, so we'll do before then. What a shame. What a shame. You know what? You want to do the test now? Not here. I will put the link here, and I will end the live stream if you're available to do it right now. I'm just saying, if you are, I'll put the link in, and once that live stream is over, then you jump on and see if you could do it with the cell phone. It's up to you. Let me know. Let me know the call, what you want to do, and we could do it now, or you want to just do it tomorrow. Like the way I emailed you, we said we could just do it tomorrow to test. Let me know. Still in love with him. BG, you called it out. BG, you are so good with this. Yeah, I found that out too, that they didn't divorce. I thought at first, I found out they didn't divorce because, you know, she didn't want to testify. Okay, I understood that. Now I realize she didn't divorce because she's still in love with him. You gotta be kidding me. She loves him unconditionally until he turns on her. God, dog. This man is playing her from the cell. This is insane. And I'm hearing he got women coming over here to the jailhouse to visit him. Send him letters calling. I don't know, what is wrong with these women loving these damn killers? These serial killers. You can't just get an average guy, good Christian guy, who loves the Lord, who respects women and take you on a nice dates, spend time with you. No. He got to be somebody who slaughters his family. Go out here and rape a bunch of women. That's the one y'all want? I don't get it. They went crazy. Okay, so you with it. Let me put I'll put the link in. They went crazy. Ted Bundy. Oh my God, he's just so cute. I can't help it. He's so cute. The Menendez brothers. They love him too. They got wives. Shoot. Okay, I put the link in. Alright, so I'm going to stay here and wait, but I'm going to cut off this live stream. Alright, so everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for mods being on deck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. And if you can tomorrow, you can. I understand and everything, but we'll do tomorrow. But we're definitely going to hit the father with the calls. And that was very interesting. So sad. So sad. And congratulations to you, Nell Gigi. You got 4 more weeks. You doing your thing, girl. You doing your thing. You doing your thing. All right, everybody. Have this as a blessed one and a safe one. And remember, date smart, not thirsty. Okay? Date smart, not thirsty. And prayers to that angel. That child didn't ask to be born. Was born by a mother who's a side chick, and then she had a baby by a guy who was a monster. And now that baby didn't get a chance to enjoy his life. And then a few weeks before he died, he suffered in pain. Adios.